Last year, over 480,000 people died from smoking cigarettes in the United States, including 41,000 from secondhand smoke exposure. Now, I know this is a startling fact to start off this speech, but all the facts are there, and smoking is a serious matter. This speech is going to persuade you why you shouldn't smoke, and I have the credibility of family members who have died, of friends of the family who have died from cancer, and last year, this means that 1,300 people die a day in the United States. This is no joking matter. I have a visual aid to go along with my speech to help me out. And I have 3 outside sources, which I learned 2 different facts from each. The first facts are from medbroadcast.com, the article titled Smoking, Top 10 Things You Need to Know. The first 2 facts are number 1, about 1/2 of people who smoke die from smoking-related disease. This means that just think of all the people that you know who smoke, and half of them, about 1/2 of them, are going to die from smoking-related diseases. That's a horrible fact. Number 2, cigarettes contain more than 4,000 chemicals, many of which are cancer-causing. Now think about 4,000 different chemicals that you don't know. You know maybe 3 that are in cigarettes just off the top of your head. And that's 4,000 chemicals that people are mixing that you don't trust. People that you don't know, that don't care, they're just there doing their job. Now, the second set of facts I got from teens.drugabuse.gov, article titled 4 Reasons Not to Smoke. Number 3 is smokers run slower and can't run as far. Now, I think this is actually scary because many kids smoke in high school, and this is going to definitely have an effect on athletes, because I feel like athletes who smoke are not going to be as athletic and they're not going to perform as well. Number 4 is one study found that teens who smoke a lot are 15 times more likely to have panic attacks than teens who don't smoke. Now this is terrifying. 15 times more likely to have panic attacks. That's just startling to me. Number 3, I got from btobaccofree.hhs.gov, article titled Don't Start Using Tobacco. Now, number 5 is nearly all tobacco use begins in youth and young adulthood, which means 88% of all smokers smoke their first cigarette before turning 18. Now, this is horrible to think that my brother is more likely to start smoking while he's young, and he's in that age where where the young kids start to, I'd say, experiment with smoking. And I'm just trying to be the example for him not to smoke, because I feel so strongly that smoking when you're young gets you more addicted, and it's just harder to quit. And my last fact is number 6. Approximately 18% of high school students smoke cigarettes, and I feel like that is a very high percent for high school students to be smoking cigarettes. It's just not good. Now, in conclusion, there's many reasons why you shouldn't smoke. Smoking is actually not a laughing matter, and it actually hits close to home with me because last year my grandfather died in February, right after his birthday, and he had cancer, and he smoked 2 packs a day while my mom was a child, and I just worry about her with secondhand smoke because him and my grandma smoked, and it worries me with the possibilities of my mom getting sick from secondhand exposure. So I believe everybody has their own choices, and everyone makes their own decision. And my advice to you, and hopefully I persuaded you, slightly If I can help one person, then I've done my job. Not to smoke a cigarette. Never start